Hi, my name is Shannon Schiefer and I'm an EMDR approved consultant. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself, my approach in consultation, and about my upcoming group starting in September. I'm also going to share 5 really brief strategies that I've learned along the way and have found helpful in my own consultation and clinical practice. If you have been considering or made the decision to pursue consultation, I would love to be a part of that process with you. I have had ongoing consultation and training with Dini Leliotis for the past 4 years, and I'm also listed as one of her consultants at the Center for Excellence in EMDR. My area of focus and advanced training has been with somatic therapies, ego state work, and complex and developmental trauma. So here are those 5 brief strategies that I hope you find helpful. Strategy number 1. Knowing our own avoidant reactions and triggered adaptations actually helps us become a stronger EMDR clinician. At the end of consultation, consultees should be able to understand and normalize our own vulnerabilities as clinicians, recognizing that we're not alone in this work. As a consultee begins to track and normalize their own reactive states, they begin to understand what is happening and make decisions based on that information, rather than seeing it as a problem or a failure. What if we accepted anxiety and confusion as part of our growth and learning process? How would we be showing up differently? Strategy number 2. Effective reprocessing involves getting out of our comfort zone. Resourcing is a helpful tool and skill to teach, but is not necessarily memory reprocessing. Our clients' growth edge is not staying within their window of tolerance, but reaching the edges and building capacity beyond. A quick example of this is if we go to the gym and we lift the same weight over and over again, we're not going to build muscle. The results will be the same. I know I struggled with working the edges. I would hear this phrase in trainings and I would think, I am doing that. Why is this not working? My clients would reach their window of tolerance and I could quickly help them regulate. And initially it felt good to help them come back and bring them back down. But then I noticed my clients would loop or get stuck and there wouldn't be movement beyond a further point. Then consultees started to bring this in consultation and I started to think, well, maybe this is a thing and not just me. Case conceptualization is critical and will help clinicians understand how to help a client surf a wave rather than jump off when it gets too high. The wave releases the surfer. Similarly to our feelings, the feeling releases us. We can learn to jump off from our feelings by managing and sometimes controlling our reactions. But it becomes a game changer when we can learn to stay connected to other and self and feel at the same time. Strategy number 3. It is the goal, not the expectation, to help our clients approach and navigate their inner experiences. Defenses can be such a tricky part of the therapeutic process. My consultees can expect to learn how to see and work with ruptures because they happen more than we know. In other words, it's good to see the ruptures and the defenses so that we can do something about them and not be afraid or even avoid them. Strategy number 4, work the process, not the target. In consultation, my consultees will be able to adjust the protocol and be flexible with target memories so that they can learn more about their client and how they process along the way. So why work the process instead of the target? It helps us slow down. We're able to bring our attention to where we're at rather than where we need to go. And we also work on increasing awareness and confidence in those decision points, rather than focusing on what is the right response or the right protocol. It helps us slow down and keeps us present, and the present is where change happens. I'll share a personal story of how I learned to slow down and take this one step at a time approach. My husband so beautifully helped me get this lesson. We were hiking in Hawaii, and it was one of those more advanced hikes that has caution when there's been rain because it can get slippery. So of course, as we approached the park, the rangers state their caution because it had rained earlier that morning, and my anxiety just peaked. I started rambling off what if after what if, and he so gently and confidently interrupted me and just said, "Can we start walking? And let's see what happens." I borrowed his confidence and he helped me remain calm out of my comfort zone. The message was clear: one step at a time and get more information along the way. Each decision will lead to the next decision. And the end result, we had this beautiful memory paired with an uncomfortable experience, and that's memory reprocessing at its finest. And I hope that's our stance with our clients, that we can hold that confidence for them until they can hold it for themselves. Strategy number 5, reevaluation, often overlooked, is imperative to healing. It is important to check in with our clients and listen to what is working and what remains stuck. Reevaluation guides our planning and process and what to do next. It's how we check our work in EMDR. Often our clients struggle, especially in the beginning of treatment, to be able to bring attention and focus to the incremental changes that are occurring in between sessions. At the end of consultation, my hope is that my consultee will be able to bring deliberate focus to the transformational spirals that strengthen positive and adaptive information in the present. It is not just about reprocessing traumatic memory. It is also about strengthening the adaptive information as well. Well, I hope a brief peek into those strategies was helpful and maybe even spoke to your own experience as a beginner or a developing EMDR clinician. If you're interested in consultation to go beyond basic training, or maybe looking to develop and understand more of the complex developmental trauma, please feel free to reach out. My information is listed along with this video. Thanks for listening. I hope to hear from you soon.